Good morning. Well, I did it again. I forgot what day it was. Today is the 8th of May, which is VE Day, Victory in Europe Day. And today is the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. It's a public holiday, which means everything's closed. Now, I didn't realise this till I left the house, because today I woke up, looked at the weather and thought, it's going to be a nice day today. I think I'll go camping. Because it's been long days this week at work, trying to square away this roof. So I figured, let's just go camping today and have someone hand me a tasty dinner tonight. See, the last time I went to the campsite last week, it was on a Friday. And on a Friday, the restaurant place there isn't open, and you kind of eat stuff out of a hatch. And there's a lot of people there because there's usually a music concert, so it was a bit hectic. Not the usual calm experience I have at that campsite. So I decided today, being a Wednesday, is it Wednesday? Thursday, see what I mean? That I go camping and hopefully everything will be nice and calm and normal. Get a nice little dinner at the restaurant, sit outside at a quiet table, in the sun hopefully, and relax. Then I remembered, Victory in Europe Day. That's not going to happen because everywhere's shut. I had messaged the campsite. The lady's name is Leah, not Nicola. And she said, yeah, we're open, come on in. So I said, cool. And then today I realised, well, maybe the restaurant won't be open. But luckily, depending on your viewpoint, I have something that I can eat, which offers a bit of synchronicity to the day that's in it. Because in my camping box, I've got an MRE. Now, if you don't know what an MRE is, lucky you. Because MRE stands for Meals Ready to Eat. And they're what they give you in the military if you're not on base and you have to eat something. And generally, they're a package of items closely resembling what you would call food. Now, I've been, lucky enough to sample various MREs from militaries around the world over the years. And let me tell you something. They're not what you call a gourmet meal. I mean, some of them are quite nice. But generally, you got protein, electrolytes, and a bit of carbohydrates in various forms of food items. So you'll get stuff like, a powdered, like a little sachet of powder you add to water to make like an energy drink with electrolytes in it. You might get stuff like a sachet of peanut butter and crackers. Then you'll get the main meal, which could be, sweet and sour chicken, beef stroganoff, that sort of stuff. And, they're not terrible, but you wouldn't go out of your way to buy one. So hopefully the restaurant is open tonight, and I don't have to break into my one that I keep in my camping box. And for some reason over the last few years, MREs have got quite popular with the outdoorsy crowd. So you can buy them as like civilian products. And that's the one I have today. I got one from Decathlon, which isn't terrible, I have to admit. It's like a potato and meat kind of thing. You just add water to it, and it does the job. It fills you up. It tastes pretty okay. It'll do if I'm in a pinch, put it that way. But I'm kind of crossing my fingers and hoping for some reason that little restaurant is open tonight. Because, like I said, it's been long days at work this week. I just fancy someone handing me a nice plate of dinner. But regardless of whatever's open, we'll eat something tonight in a nice campsite. Now, on the 8th of May every year, obviously, it marks the end of World War II. And normally, how am I going to say this? So normally on the 11th of November, Remembrance Day, people remember fallen colleagues in the military, friends and family that served, that kind of thing. For some reason, on the 8th of May every year, I always remember an old mate of mine that served in the Polish Special Forces. And I haven't seen him in a long time. We kind of fell out of contact because he moved and I moved, and he's not on social media, and I don't have his phone number. The whole thing. And my mate's called Marius. Top bloke is Marius. A good rule for life to have is don't mess with the Polish Special Forces, or many Special Forces, if you're honest, but generally don't mess with the Polish Special Forces. We'll see you well in life. I've been lucky enough to interact with special forces over the years, and generally, if someone tells you they're in the special forces, they're not in the special forces. I'm talking about like paratroopers, Navy guys, whatever it is. They tell you they're in the special forces, they're not in the special forces. Marius was definitely in the special forces, and I know this because reasons. And the guys I've met in the special forces over the years, they're not like the ones you see on telly. They're actually pretty cool, but like in a really kind of low key. They don't shout about it, put it that way. And Marius didn't shout about it either. But Marius was like something off the telly. He was a big Polish bloke. He must have been about 6'2". He used to carry a Barrett sniper rifle, which if you don't know what that is, Google it. And years and years ago, he was injured, and he got cut. He had like the tendons in his arm or his wrist cut by a knife. And when they fixed them up, doc said they had to shorten the tendons a little bit to give him sort of, I don't know, full range of movement back. And a byproduct of that was that his grip, he had a grip like a vice. He probably had a pretty strong grip anyway, but my God, in an arm wrestle, that man just crushed your hand. He was really quiet though. He was that kind of dangerous quiet. I really liked him. Always knew, if you're about to get into a scrape somewhere and Marius is there, you'll be alright. He once converted. Do you ever see those things skiers wear, where they clip it onto their coats and on the other end's their ski pass, and it sort of pulls out, and you swipe your ski pass and then it zips back in. He once took one of them apart, took the string out of it, and put in garroting wire. Yeah. Just sort of for the crack. Well, I really like Marius, and for some reason, on the 8th of May every year, he always pops into my head. I'm sure I'll run into him one day, and we can have vodka and pierogi again.
I'm told that restaurant's open, but it's looking suspiciously closed. So I'm going to give it till about 7:30 and see if there's any chance of a dinner.
Hello. Hello. Hi, yes. Hello, yes. Oh, you stink. Well, that was a full day in a harness on a roof, followed by a lovely dinner. And now I think I'm going to have a shower and go to bed, because I'm in a harness all day tomorrow as well. So, thank you for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Oh, I'm knackered.